And hello everyone, this is Dubious Physics coming to you from Subnautica Below Zero. Man, I've been excited for this. I've been looking forward to Below Zero for a long time. In fact, I avoided following it too closely in early access, although a couple of things definitely caught my eye there. Because I wanted to experience it in full release. And well, here we are. Here's Below Zero. It's been fully released. It's looking pretty good. I have been playing a bunch, but this is going to be a fresh save that I'm going to be playing on stream. And I definitely have not gotten super far in the game on my own save, although I will also be playing on my own. This is going to be my first time seeing everything. So, you know, no excuses for when I inevitably screw up. Anyway, good to see you folks. This is a lot more. As I did love the tale of base Subnautica, that said, but this is Below Zero has a much more involved story, and I think it is time to dive into it. That was a terrible pun. Let's go. I actually really like the design of the loading screen ship. It has Lake-on vibes. It's very industrial design, especially the cockpit area. I like the downwards looking open view. Yes, let's go.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research isn't everything.
It is to me. And Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperatures. Drop pod deployed.
Another traditional
45-46 feet. Enjoy your stay.
45-46 feet landing. Okay, this fire keeps me warm at least. Oh, that's the drop pod marker. There we go. I actually have no end of trouble at finding this location again on my personal save, so I'm going to try and pay a little bit of attention as to where it actually... Oh, there's a nutrient block here. Sweet! I didn't realize that my first time around. I see the meteor storm as being really cooperative. Okay, warm up at the pod. Or, well, at the shuttle. And I'm just gonna sniff around this area a little bit longer, because why wouldn't you want to run around in the freezing cold while meteors rain down from overhead in case there is, like, a single muesli bar sitting around somewhere? It's not even a good tasting muesli bar. Right, well, we were a fine shuttle for like 2.5 minutes. Let's go. these both link around to the same thing. Ooh, friendly flower.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
I believe these flowers can actually burn you. If you get close. Yeah. just checking. It's important for science. Sorry, Robin. Okay, so the other, yeah, both these paths link the same way. They have many warm, friendly flowers that I promptly decided to attempt to incinerate myself on because I am very smart. And 4546b is a beautiful planet. A beautiful, painful, terrifying planet. Okay, so this is the drop-off point into the water. I don't suppose I have a beacon. Oop, I have a muesli bar. That's it. I do have 2 entries in the data bank, though. Oh yeah, and a bunch of background lore stuff. Well, I'll read the survival notes and then I'll dive into the lore stuff later on, maybe. So, the Arctic Survival Almanac on arrival. Welcome to Adventure Mode, Xeno Worker. You have arrived in an Arctic climate. Your great expedition begins. Your XenoWorks PDA is equipped to monitor your temperature and vital signs. Since you have downloaded the Arctic Survival Almanac, it will also dispense advice from time to time. For the benefit of future adventurers, your device will also record observations and findings you make. Survival checklist. Retreat to a safe environment. Administer first aid if needed. Retrieve emergency supplies if available. Survey the environment for threats and resources. Find or construct a reliable habitat. Construct necessary survival equipment using the habitat's fabricator. Locate other survivors using line of sight or the radio. I don't think you can build the radio in this one. Maintain physical and psychological health until rescue. And then the... Actually, right, you actually have a built-in radio on this one. You don't have to rely on a radio at stations. That's what changed. And the surface from the Arctic Survival Almanac. Adventurers exploring the surface in cold weather climates are advised to take additional precautions. High winds can result in rapid onset of hypothermia. Keep an eye out for natural shelter or restorative hot springs. If wearing a standard issue AEP suit, bodies of water may provide safety from extreme cold. I think that's Arctic Environment Protection. Unexpected detours occur. You never know how long you'll be away from home base. Remember to pack a lunch and a toasty hot beverage if possible. We can't say this enough. Layers. Investing in a quality cold suit is certain to pay dividends in warmth and safety. Remember, when in doubt, don't go out. Right, so I'm just going to hop down into the water where it is safe. A bladderfish! Come back here, bladderfish. I need water supplies. Go. I am not quite fast enough to keep up with the... Okay. There we go.
New blueprint synthesized.
Excellent. First source of sustainable water. Check. And I'm just gonna follow the coastline, or coastline in quotes perhaps. Can I grab you?
New creature discovered.
Okay. Boomerang. You can go now. I just wanted to get the creature discovery tag on you. You're not amazing for food. Bullseye shroom. I don't have a knife to poke at you with. Pingling! Pingling. Pingling. That's a pingwing, actually. I think that's an adult. Can I say hi? Is there a cluster? Hi! Oh, look, there are penguins in this group. Look! You're a cutie! You're a baby. Hey, your baby is very good. This isn't even... Ah, okay. Bye. Fair enough. They don't want me messing with their kids. Fair enough. Ooh, hoopfish, can I get you? You are a familiar species.
New creature discovered.
I think you have a passable amount of,
All Terra supply cache nearby.
Oh, good. That'll be handy. Collect another bladderfish as well. Some O2. Oh, and there we go, the Arctic Peeper. Fine specimen of your species. And the big hole fish. So, I am...
New creature discovered.
Okay. Arctic Peepers are quite good for food, so I will be collecting some of them. Robin is a much slower swimmer than Riley. That's something to keep in mind as well. Ooh, some predators freezing, using projectile freezers to take out fish. Yeah, this is a friendly seaman planet. You know what, let's eat that nutrient block. I don't have to hoard them as aggressively. We actually have alternatives.
Found the drop pod.
Good. Okay, and that's very
I
important.
want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B, when we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha Ayu I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
There's the background there. And Altera's notice of death. Oh, this was written by Emmanuel. Dear Miss Sayu, on behalf of Zeta Landon, 4546B Robotics Section Leader, and Indra Cormack, President of Altera Transgov, I regret to inform you of the death of Samantha Ayu. She died on planet 4546B, regrettably as the result of injuries sustained in an accident arising from her own negligence. Please allow me to communicate the most profound condolences for the loss of your sister. While further details are unavailable at this time, you will receive contact from the Department of Insurance and Recuperation concerning your responsibilities as next of kin, with regards to repayment of damages and legal fees. If you have any questions, you may file form number Y7Y-SS-SU49U2K, and your query will be addressed in sequential order. Sincerely, Emmanuel Desjardins, 4546B Communications Liaison, Altera Transgov. And we've got a series of messages from Sam.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Altera, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little extra bite. I'll leave the starchy tubers nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you. 4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that. but it's even harder to communicate. Well, let's see. I got your last message. Altera is not, as you put it, alterrorizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian and hello to spy penguins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date, let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though. I know there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. All right, I gotta go. Later, baby sis. Love you. Hey, Robin. I got your Augie photo. Thanks so much for taking care of him, even though he's a cranky potato. Hey, the nickname actually fits that way. A cranky potato. I know he can be a handful, but I really appreciate it.
Cranky potato.
I'm a bit worried about my other baby, the mission. One of my penguins found something big. But Altera is just like, nothing to see here. Honestly, kinda glad you can't answer so you can't, you know, rub it in my face. Go ahead, bask in the fact that you were a little bit right about them. My project is on the line. My job, my safety. I heard about XenoWorks getting bought. I'm sorry. But at least you still have your job. I guess you're one of us now. Like it or not. Welcome to the Altera family. I should probably go before I say something I regret. Love you. Keep your chin up. Eye on the alien prize.
I believe that's in reference to this memo. The future of XenoWorks. Robin's company. I know there's been lots of rumors circulating, so I just want to clear some stuff up in the spirit of openness and transparency, which you know means a lot to us all here. First of all, no. Altera did not buy us. We're still XenoWorks. We're not going to move offices or start having some kind of hierarchical structure, or even like making you show up on site or anything like that. Although you should, for the scraps alone. We're still the scrappy, agile, research-first startup you will sign on to. So what does this controlling stake stuff mean? Well, I guess the most direct way to put it is it means more. More equipment, more research, more risk, more experimentation. More of everything that makes us great. And most of all, more cash for you and your research. And yes, stacks. Lena will be in touch pretty soon about exchanging your old-gen XenoWorks PDAs for snazzy new Altera upgrades, and to help you get comfy with some really minor policy changes that are going to help us keep everything running nice and smooth going forward. So yeah, congratulations everyone, we did this together, and now we're going to be able to do so much more. Cheers, Isis Jax, Communications Specialist, XenoWorks, which was absolutely bought by Altera.
Hey, Robin. I'm sorry my last message was so awful. I've been under a lot of stress. I'm not sure what's going on with anything. I can't really talk about it either. Oh, and I'm definitely not dating anyone on this water planet. Don't know what I was thinking there. Have I told you how cold it is here? Get this. I can't even get my wash and go dry before the wind freezes the moisturizer in my hair. Wild, right? Well, anyway, I'm sure you're mad at me after what I said, but I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you. I'm sorry.
Final message.
Hey, Robin. I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is going to happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. And the cat should be called Potato. I admit it. Sorry. Bad attempt at a joke. I don't know what to do. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen Leviathan that's infected with Kara. Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments, a whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course. What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse, what if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
And I believe that was the last message from Sam before the notice of death, so that is pretty sus. Alright, this is all familiar equipment. I might go over it at some point if anyone is curious. But yeah, it's the all environment protection suit, Mark III Beta, specifically.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
Okay, I have some storage at least. Let's stow that peeper and make some water. I may as well keep this water on me for now. I can drink one. And key blueprints. Well, head to that supply cache if possible. I think I might start with supply cache. On the way, I should try and get 2 titanium and 2 creepvine samples. And not too much more. I really need to keep myself in check for this one. Ooh, have I grabbed a hoopfish before? Hoopfish. Yes, I have. Okay. 200 meters to supply cache. It's hailing above. Hail rain. Is that just regular rain? Actually, it might just be regular rain and not hail. Thank you, game, for the hint. I will poke
Should
the
be able to
limestone.
use this.
1 unit of titanium. Oh, I will need some quartz. I need to keep an eye on my O2. I'll need the copper. Hello, sea monkey. You are very cute. Oh right, I need a survival knife before I can get creepvine samples. But at least I should be able to grab, I think 1 creepvine seed cluster. Give me what I need, but I'll grab 2 just in case. And not more than that. Surface for O2 and continue heading to the supply cache. We can proceed from there. Where is the supply cache actually? That way. Is that salt? That is salt. I might grab some salt. It's 1 unit of salt. Not more for the moment. And I should be careful around those. Especially if they do that. That was a freeze burst. Okay, can I make it through here? I'm pretty sure I can make it through here on my current O2. It's not too much of a transition. Hello, large holefish. I could try and grab oxygen from the Titan holefish, but I don't want to aggravate all of its friends, which that tends to do. Right, what have we got at the supply cache? Yeah, I need to come back here with a scanner. First aid kit, handy. EDA between Sam and Fred.
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice
What? Where?
in a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they closed off the area. Don't want anyone going in there.
But why?
Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien.
An alien on planet 4546b. No.
I'm serious, Sam. Something ain't right. Wish I could show you, but I can't get back in there.
You can't. But I might know how to.
Whatever you're thinking, we never had this conversation.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened. Okay. Some water, that's a flare, and I should get O2.
Oxygen.
Don't even have enough O2 for a 30-second one. Okay. I guess I should leave the beacon in place because I really do need to come back with a scanner. I think I've otherwise grabbed everything I can. Beacons have little audio effects now, which is neat. Okay, we'll probably need more than 2 bits of titanium. Thinking about it, because I need 2 for the tank, and for the survival knife, I need 1 unit of silica and rubber. For the fins, 2 units. Okay, so I do need both. We'll need both creepvine seeds I got. Okay, I'll need 2 more bits of titanium as well, hopefully before we get back. Oh, yes, these anemones are really cool. That said, I may be swimming to my doom. This probably isn't the best place to be swimming. Best direction to be swimming right now. Frost anemone heart. Nom. They grow so much cool xenobiology in this game. Anemones growing on the underside of icebergs. Speaking of icebergs, I think I'll have to duck under this one. Is there actually steam? I didn't fully realize this. Oh yeah, there's the aurora above too, looking gorgeous, but I think there's actually, at certain times of day, like after, there's actually steam. What's this? Oh, an old glow stick. Sea glide fragment. Oh man, stuff I need to scan. But there's actually steam on the surface of the water. Because in many Arctic environments, the water is much warmer than the air. And, yeah, the steam from the water evaporating up. So that's really neat. Ladderfish, thank you. Copper ore. I'm actually looking for titanium, but that is fine. Please let me get... There we go. Another piece of titanium. I do need 1 more, but I also need to breathe. Whoop.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Duly noted. Two quartz. Okay, make 1 piece of glass, which I'll need later on, I suspect. If I grab 2 ribbon plants, I can make use of the battery I have.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
Yes, I believe it's 2 ribbon plants and 1 unit of copper ore for a battery. And that'll definitely come in handy.
I was a little nervous about dropping into an unknown area, but luckily, this biome seems to have an abundance of minerals I can use for tools and upgrades. I didn't want another situation like Bazantos 5. When Xenoworks dropped me off, there were barely any resources. I survived off the land for 3 months with just a knife, my lucky PDA, and some rope. I am still kind of proud of that, though.
I like this lady. Okay. Yeah, I could cook bladderfish, or I could process it into water. That'll be more useful for now. Resources. Need to make 4 units of silica and rubber. We can make a battery. And some glass. Right, fins. I will be able to keep up with some fish now. A survival knife. And a scanner. I will need one more piece of titanium for the,
All right, I have a scanner.
Fantastic.
In goes a battery and titanium, out comes a scanner. Every xenobiologist's favorite tool. This planet has some fascinating flora and fauna, and I can't wait to learn about them. This will also give me access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Altera left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints. That should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. Don't worry, Sam. I haven't forgotten I'm here for you. But it can't hurt to do a little research on the side, right? I know you would have done the same. I will find out what happened to you. I promise.
Scanner is go. Let's clear this unread notice. I'm probably going to store the glass and salt and silicone and copper for now. I guess I'll hang on to the flare. This is 2. I'll put the flare on my lighting key. Usually I put the knife on 4. We'll have no shortage of titanium. Now I can scan things. Altera basically may as well be treating their stuff as expendable with how much of it toss around. 1 of 3 sea glide fragments. Ooh, bladderfish. Scan. Thank you. I probably won't read all of the databank entries immediately. Especially ones that are from base Subnautica. Or at least I'll try and suppress my urge to, no guarantees. But yes, the Arctic peeper. A fast prey fish, camouflaged against the ice. Like the common peeper, it is fast and relatively intelligent, allowing it to survive in large numbers. Researcher notes. I think those are written by Robin. Don't like the auto-generated name. Suggest ice clops. Assessment. Edible. And the bladderfish. This unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless, and bears little resemblance to the other life forms around it. 1. Semi-permeable bladder. The bladderfish is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through a unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way, and adjust its buoyancy. 2. Open-ended vascular tubing. Can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. Largely oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night, its only identified defense mechanism is that it's composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage. Assessment. Edible. Oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. Membrane has applications as a natural water filter. I don't know that that those naturally give O2, but maybe when cooked I'll have to check. Anyway, the hoopfish. Small school mentality prey fish with a unique method of propulsion, and a distant relative of the bladderfish. 1. Antenna. Rather than swimming, this life form uses the fine green antenna, which encircle its body to alter the composition of the water in front of it, allowing it to sail into the low-density space created. 2. Purple/green coloration. May be a camouflage adaptation for mid-range light wavelengths, possibly indicating the hoopfish is more active at dawn and dusk. 3. Behavior. While schools of hoopfish will form periodically and evade predators en masse, this behavior is more social than it is defensive, and lone hoopfish are often found hunting for food and displaying generally curious behavior. Also edible.
Oxygen.
Also I need oxygen. There we go. Pink narrowleaf. This grass-like species grows in small clusters near coral bridges. Speaking of coral bridges, these giant, magnificent structures. Coral bridges are formed by rapidly growing coral polyps that exhibit thigmotropism, which causes growth in response to stimuli or when touching a solid object. Coral bridges grow in thick, twisted patterns that anchor onto rocks or other coral. The underside is covered in colonies of blue barnacles that light up at night and otherwise. It's gorgeous. Breathing some more. Bullseye shroom. It's somewhere in this pile. There it is. Bullseye shrooms are harvestable fungi found growing near coral bridges. The mushrooms are noteworthy for their thick, meaty caps. These caps manage to produce a small amount of chlorophyll, which makes it capable of some photosynthesis, but the mushroom still gets most of its nutrients from dead matter in the sea floor. Assessment: harvestable and plantable. I believe specifically for food. Right, enough playing with the knife, Robin. I'm just gonna take one sample for storage. Twisted Mandrake. The twisted mandrake grows in temperate coral zones. Its leafy canopy photosynthesizes sunlight while providing shade to the bulbous structure underneath. Breathe again before resuming the aggressive scanning. Shelf coral! A type of stony coral commonly found growing along rocky ledges. Stony corals have hardened biocomposite exoskeletons. The coral's polyps continuously grow upward and outwards in thin layers, creating the grooved shelf appearance. Neat. Also, roaring sounds in the background. Not concerning at all. Bladderfish, please come here. Ooh, that's not table coral yet. I think it's approaching sunrise. There might be some... Oh, I can scan limestone outcrops. Good. Boop. These unusual geological structures often form around titanium and copper deposits and are distinct to this planet. Closer analysis reveals the stone around the metal has been hardened against erosion, but the mechanism remains unknown. Assessment: titanium and copper source. Yeah, unlike base Subnautica, all the outcrops here usually drop titanium and then have a chance of dropping their specific thing. Galena outcrop, mineral deposit that contains lead and titanium. Okay, that's enough titanium. No ribbon plants in here. Let's go breathe, because breathing is often conducive to survival. More bullseye shrooms, looking for things to scan. Can I scan quartz? No, but I will need a quartz piece at some point. Might need more copper soon as well. Here we go, some copper ore. Another sea glide fragment down here. That's excellent. 2 of 3. I don't think these are scannable. Need to make sure I have enough room for two creepvine samples. Need that O2 tank. Here's the creepvine. Oh, hey! Let's see what you think of my scanning tool. Sea monkey! Scan, 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 scan. There we go. Can I have that back?
Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby. If I didn't know better, I'd say they're after my supplies.
And hello, Kaz! Greetings, welcome to the stream. I will need my scanner back. If you'd be so kind. Oh wow, that peeper just did a roll. Hey, can I please have my scanner back? Hi. Can I? Thank you. And now I can read the entry for sea monkeys. Sea monkey. A medium-sized and intelligent herbivore which shows great interest in other life forms and their possessions. More research is needed to understand this life form and its behavior. 2 finger-like appendages on each forearm are tipped with suction pads for basic object manipulation. Its large turquoise crest is made of rigid bone and is possibly used as a ram, although this has not been observed. Sea monkeys roam the ocean almost playfully, largely fearless of predators. They're seen to form small nests where they hoard objects of interest for unknown purposes. Assessment: investigate with caution. I don't believe they are practically edible. It continues to pour above the surface. Okay, grapevine. Good old grapevines. A kelp species concentrated in large forests in shallow sandy waters. Loose roots anchor the plant to the seafloor, from where it grows steadily toward the surface in pursuit of sunlight. The stem is fibrous and rich in iron, making it both a viable base material for fabrication of textiles as well as a basic foodstuff. Assessment: vital alien resource, edible, construction applications. And the seed clusters are of note as well. Come on, there we go. Mature creepvine plants that have survived the predation of small herbivores produce these bioluminescent seed clusters, which may be knocked loose by currents or consumed and later deposited by predators. The embryo is surrounded by a thick oil and silicone layer, which would disperse into the ground as the outer skin deteriorated. This may provide the seedling with the nutrients it needs to survive the low light conditions of the seabed. Also a vital construction resource. But for now, I need you twice. There we go.
New
Argentite.
blueprint synthesized.
That's a source of silver, this one's just titanium.
Oxygen.
Yes, oxygen is a thing. Right. There's enough resource gathering for now. Can make some key bits and pieces. Back at the drop pod. A peeper! Actually, I have enough food for now, I should probably leave it. I can go ahead and drink some of this water though. There we go. Is that is there a thunderstorm above? I think you can... Yeah, okay. I'm hearing the thunder from above the surface. Which is a really neat detail. Right, more water please. Fiber mesh, I need you. This, yes, waterproof locker. Don't need more of you, but I do need a standard O2 tank, please and thank you.
Adding additional blueprints to your databank.
And that gives me the blueprint for repair tool. Fantastic. A flashlight may come in handy here and there. For now though, I didn't get any silver for a compass. I will need to bear in mind the ability to make first aid kits in the future, because they are handy, and first aid fabricators are not a thing in Below Zero. Okay, fins and O2 tank and scanner online at least.
The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
Ah yes, deluxe and VIP breathing. Whoop, no, I want to put stuff into storage. There we go. I should head back towards the beacon for the Altera supply cache. This might have interesting stuff. Also, I haven't scanned you. Come back. The boomerang. Another familiar species. Herbivore encountered in large numbers, found to frequent shallow waters and move in schools. 1. Serrated teeth. Suggests adaptation for grinding corals other herbivores are unable to digest. And yes, it's pretty much exactly like that, Kaz. 2. Twin fins. Unusually, this species' two fins are a cartilaginous extension of its skeleton. They are less prone to damage and provide superior propulsion, but are also harder to grow back. The bright blue tips are in fact at the ends of its digestive tract, where the luminescence of the corals it consumes is most focused. Most active during daylight hours and prone to flee on approach, the boomerang can be more easily observed at night, where its luminescence gives it away and it seeks the shelter of the seabed. No copper from there. It's a sea monkey being attacked by a symbiote. What are you up to, symbiote? Here we go. A small, fast predator which nests inside the hole of the Titan holefish and defends them at all costs. Symbiotes feed mostly on overconfident predators which attack the Titan holefish. Expending huge energy reserves to move quickly and strike their targets, the symbiote is dependent on receiving additional warmth and oxygen from the Titan holefish. Symbiotes lay their eggs inside the gills of the Titan holefish. The waste left behind is absorbed by the Titan, constituting all the nutrients it needs to survive. Assessment: catch or neutralize to approach the Titan holefish. This one's pretty far from Titan holefish. I wonder what prompted it to come all the way out here. I suppose everything is edible at least once does apply, Kaz. Ooh. You gonna hang around? The penguin! Penguin, come here! Penguin! A bird-like creature hunts small fish below the water and huddles on packs on the ice above. Consumes small prey fish and regurgitates them for its young. Retractable tail and claws allow for fast evasion of predators underwater and maximum grip on the ice. Sharp teeth concealed inside the beak can tear chunks out of aggressors and prey alike. That's the reason for me missing a chunk of health earlier. Huddles and packs on the surface for protection against the cold. Assessment: less cuddly than they look. And you, the brine wing. Kindly don't aim at me while I scan you, please. Thank you. A medium-sized predator known to spit supercooled salt water to freeze its prey from afar. A large bladder on the brine wing's underside fills with seawater as it swims. Some water is filtered out through an internal membrane, leaving behind a strong saline solution. Two flat, transparent, extendable fins act as radiators, releasing heat and cooling the bladder's contents. The brine wing can then contract its bladder, expelling the supercooled brine and freezing the seawater up to several meters away from it. While warm-blooded life forms may suffer minor injuries on contact with the brine, it is not cold enough to freeze most vertebrates. The real danger is being helplessly encased in a block of ice, sinking ever closer towards the brine wing's jaws. Assessment: beware a full bladder. Which I will be sure to do. Ooh, that's a whole fish, but I should get oxygen first. Friendly whole fish. Oh, what's this? Creature egg of some sort. And... oh, you're a... okay. That was very cold of you. Can I scan the sea glide while this... oh, okay, I mashed right click to get out of it. Fair enough. Again? Will you stop? I'm trying to scan something here. Okay, they're now being attacked by the symbiotes of the nearby Titan holefish. Thank you, symbiotes! That was yeah, that's a very bothersome fragment to scan. Really? I'll scan that another time then. For now, let's take a look at the supply cache. Ooh, grav trap fragment. Get a check of that blueprint. Hi, sea monkey. You've already grabbed the scanner once. Hopefully, it's not. You now know it's not super interesting. Redwort. A common plant adaptable to many different environments, the redwort is a staple part of the diet of many smaller herbivores. And I should surface for oxygen. Okay, back down. So there's the beacon. I'll scan it for the beacon blueprint. That's the light stick. Battery-powered LED light. Attached to most surfaces. Voice logs, blueprints. And at least one of these crates had something to scan. There we go. Wait, no, is it empty? Ah, wait, hang on a moment. I swear one of these crates had something to scan in it. Or was it this crate? There we go. Mineral detector fragment. A new important tool, although I'm not the biggest fan of it.
New blueprint synthesized.
Using a complex blend of electromagnetic field transmission and beta decay detection, the mineral detector is capable of identifying nearby resources and approximating distance. Two antennae emit an advanced pattern of waves to detect specific materials for mining. An ultra-bright display visually communicates distance to the target resource. Proximity alarms add an extra layer of information for finite spatial positioning, which also happens to be insufficient.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Because it almost completely lacks vertical positioning data. Right, I believe that is everything from the supply cache. Let me grab the beacon.
Use beacons to mark traverse
There we go.
territory. Show or hide the signals of your choice with your Xenoworks PDA. Now with surface support.
Alright. That's that side checked. Oh, I haven't scanned this friend. The Titan Holefish. Symbiotes seem unhappy with my proximity. There we go. A large docile herbivore which emits oxygen and is defended by the small, aggressive symbiotes which accompany them. Slow, stupid, and delicious. Complex gills line the inside of the hole, drawing cold water in and emitting warm, oxygen-rich water in its place. Attract symbiotes which make the holefish their home and fiercely ward off any approaching life form. Migrates more or less at random, feeding from nutrients deposited by the symbiotes. The Titan holefish has evolved entirely beyond basic survival mechanisms like speed, intelligence, or hunting. It exists in a semi-permanent state of unreflective calm, swimming forward on impulse, fully trusting the complex ecosystem which supports it. Assessment: valuable oxygen source, if you can reach it. Symbiotes do tend to protest. Okay, now I can scan the Sea Glide fragment. That light stick is not scannable. Right, what do I need for a Sea Glide? I should grab some bits on the way home. Oh, I should get more copper on the way back. And I should get some more creepvine. I think one more creepvine seed cluster will do it. And hopefully we have enough copper in storage, but I should check to see if I can grab a bit more. Swoop. Hi. Hey, pip, pip. Give back, please. Thank you. Alright, I should get some oxygen. Now, where did the sea monkey go? Or am I gonna have to find the scanner tool in a... Am I gonna have to find the scanner tool in a sea monkey nest now? Hi, do you have my scanner? No? Then where is it? Ooh. That's a mobile vehicle bay fragment. It'd be fantastic if I had a scanner right now. I can't actually dive deep enough to go check the sea monkey nests in this area safely. So that is a thing. More eggs around here. Are you sure you don't have my scanner? because that would be real useful right now. And I don't want to have to make another one. Right. Back to the pod for now then. Hi, do you have my scanner? I should grab one more creepvine seed cluster on the way. I grabbed 2. That is okay. Copper ore, good. Titanium, lead. May need a bit of lead for something soon enough. Okay. Unfortunately, unlike in base Subnautica, the Sea Glide has been very heavily nerfed and is at best a marginal boost to movement speed. I know I'll need one more lubricant for the mobile vehicle bay. I think I may need more lubricant for other vehicles in the long run, so I'll make that. I need one battery for the Sea Glide. Let's mark the Sea Glide here. Wait, no, is it deployable? Okay, it's under deployables. Battery, copper wire. I have enough titanium. Okay, I just need the ribbon plants then. And I should be able to make what I need for it. I should also cook some food. Let's cook a peeper. What is the description? Cold and spongy. Well, it's been eaten now. Water has been consumed. I need to find some ribbon plants. I mean, I also need to scan some ribbon plants, but evidently that's not happening for the moment. Unless I really don't want to assemble another scanner tool. That would be a waste of a good battery. Oxygen plants may be able to help me there. No. Ow. Hello, Crashfish. At least I can get a unit of crystalline sulfur now. Hey, do you have my scanner tool by any chance? Do you have my scanner tool? I think it was down here somewhere. Well, this is definitely scannable, but yeah, it's way too deep for me to be messing with right now. I'll tag the oxygen plant at least, and we'll get the 1 unit of sulfur. There we go. We'll need it immediately. Lead's handy. I'll need foundations sooner or later. And it's real dark down there. I need ribbon plant. I can't even grab the battery from the scanner as a shortcut, because someone took my scanner tool. I mean, I suppose I could make an additional battery. It is only a titanium. And there is actually the possibility of breaking components back down in this game. Okay, copper. It's there. Come on, ribbon plants, ribbon plants. Monkeys did indeed steal my scanner. I honestly don't actually know what happens if they run off with it and you lose track of them. Whether or not they just drop it in the area or actually bring it back to their nests. Ooh, ribbon plants. Okay. I believe I can hit them 1, 2 times before they break, so that's the ribbon plant seed samples for when I can start gardening, and back to the pod. Let's get those seeds into storage right away. Put away the sulfur. A repair tool isn't a priority right now. And make another battery. And make another scanner. Okay, now I need more ribbon plants. At least I can scan things again. Hey, ribbon plant, let me scan you, please. There we go. The ribbon plant contains a highly concentrated sulfuric acid and can be harvested for use in battery fabrication. Sulfuric acid evolved as an evolutionary defense mechanism to discourage fauna from eating the leaves of the ribbon plant. When harvesting the plant, the core must not be compromised in order to avoid creating an exothermic chemical reaction. I need 1, 2, and I just remembered rather that an intact ribbon plant actually makes better seeds, is a better source of seeds than just the seeds themselves, because you can get multiple seeds. You can actually put the intact ribbon plant down and get multiple seeds from it. So bearing that in mind, okay, the violet boo, arbitrary comment plant. Should have some batteries here, and I'll keep the seeds in storage, but I'll try and also keep 1 ribbon plant in storage as well. At least 1. Copper. I will need more copper. Or maybe not, actually. I already made the wire, didn't I? Copper wire, lubricant, titanium. And Subnautica below zero's sad excuse for a sea glide online.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light and map.
Okay, the Sea Glide is still very useful. I'm just a bit sad how much slower you are in vehicles and in everything in below zero compared to base Subnautica. It's very noticeable. But hey, still a fun game. Right. Sea Glide Online. Could make use of the light right now. What's the next objective? Mineral detector would be handy, so I need at least 3 more copper. I think I have the silicone and titanium. It's a reasonable amount of quartz. Hello, wholefish. Can I quickly replenish off you? Ow! Thank you for the oxygen. No, PP Symbiote was unhappy. that? No, that is not limestone. These are limestone. Titanium, 1 copper of 3. Try and figure out... Okay, the Altera cache was this way, and it was in the creep vines in between that my last scanner tool got grabbed. I'm just gonna wanna try and see if I can search for it now that I have some lighting and am slightly less of a snail. Okay, I think this was the little kelp forest in question. Turn off the map for now, because I cannot see. Is there a scanner tool buried in here somewhere? I know there was a mobile vehicle bay fragment, which I should check for as well. Nope. No copper, although I appreciate that we have a pickup animation with the Sea Glide out now. Okay, 2 of 3 copper. Grab trap. That should get me the blueprint, I think. And O2 time. Artificially attract light objects and small creatures. Could it find my scanner tool? Okay, so that's full of sea glide fragments. Ooh, sea monkey nest scan in general. Sea monkey nests are large bowl-like structures made of packed sediment and plant matter. The sea monkeys use their wide flat tails to pack the materials and form the structure of the nest. Sea monkeys are naturally curious creatures, often drawn to metallic materials, which they gather to reinforce the sides of their nests. Great. So, which of these nests is being reinforced by my scanner tool right now? I need it back. Need oxygen. Already down to 80% on that Sea Glide. At least there's an oxygen plant there. Ooh, that's a sea monkey egg, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. Laser cutter fragment, handy. Oh, that's a new fish type.
New creature discovered.
The spinner fish. Let me get you scanned as well. Spinner fish. Come on. There we go. A bizarre fish with star-like fins, which it spins to generate propulsion. Capable of very high speeds in a straight line, a slow, wide turning circle, and, like other small prey fish, they feed on a variety of seeds and grasses around the seabed. Assessment. Edible. Though not as good as an Arctic
Warning.
beaver.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Where's the plant? There it is. I'll have enough time to scan the plant, then I should go to the surface. The oxygen plant. The oxygen plant produces a harvestable reserve of oxygen in its bioluminescent floating bulb. It is hypothesized that this attracts territorial air-breathing fauna, forming a symbiotic relationship that protects the plant from herbivorous fish. Assessment. Underwater source of breathable oxygen, useful in free-diving scenarios. They're also pretty risky to rely on, however, and can throw off my my half O2 to return calibration. Although they have nevertheless been very helpful. Okay, so far No sign of a scanner tool, although that's 1 silver. Halfway to a wiring kit. Also need 1 more copper, I believe. 202. Anything else in here? Aside from the egg? Where did my scanner tool go? Come on, that had an almost full battery in it. Ooh, gold outcrop.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And it actually gave gold. A spare tank in your inventory is handy. Although it does slow you down considerably. Hang on, is that... No, that is a fragment. Mobile vehicle bay, 1 of 3. This will generate titanium. That's fine. I'll take the titanium. It messes with your fragment scanning. Really? Okay, I put it away successfully in time, I think. Do you have my scanner tool?
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
2 again. I wonder if they actually vanish it. At some point I'll have to check. I'd be curious to know. It's not something I'm going to be able to easily find out while playing. If anyone wants to know what happens to Sea Monkey gear if the Sea Monkey gets away. Oxygen. Thank you. Right. My next project was a mineral detector. I have enough copper for the battery. I do need it. 1 more ribbon plant. And I think I have the silicone. Let's head back and keep an eye out for ribbon plants. It's a good time to cook another peeper once we get back as well. Ribbon plants, where are you? Ooh, you're new. The scaly moor anemone. The scaly moor anemone prefers shallow water and ample exposure to sunlight, and exists in a symbiotic relationship with a species of vibrant algae that live atop the anemone's trunk. These algae thrive in the sun and create a thin, scaly bacterial mat around the structure of the anemone as they feed on other microorganisms that filter through the anemone's water space. And there's the Luna plant. Luna plant grows in shallow water. Branches grow off the main stem and create irregular, rudimentary chambers. If one branch dies or is destroyed, the other branch's chambers will utilize the nutrients left behind. Eventually, a new chamber will grow in the empty space. Also very neat, but it is not a ribbon plant. Ah, ribbon plant, cool. I'll take the 1 for now. Half tempted to beacon them, but don't really have room for that either. And no, that sea monkey did not have my scanner. Back home we go. It's being home very much for the moment. Let's cook another peeper. Oh, I don't actually have enough copper, I think. I need one more piece of copper. Suppose I may as well build a grav trap at some point, but for now, cook one Arctic peeper. Let's see, and I can pin the recipe with mineral detector. Yeah, I need copper wire, so I need at least one more bit of copper, but I can make the battery now at least. It's kind of more useful to have around than a piece of copper wire. Also, nom. There we go. Food taken care of. Drink a bit of water. Grab one more ribbon plant, and I'll make the battery. This new recipe is the cured spinnerfish. Against all broad odds, it tastes like a popular brand of Altera orange juice. Okay. Ah, and the the label for the other one is for the just regular cooked one is "It may turn your stomach." Thank you, game. Is that enough? That's not enough silver for a wiring kit. Ooh, potential copper. Titanium. Titanium isn't as easy to get on Mars in Below Zero because you are not... You know, you didn't literally crash in a giant ball of titanium, but... Ooh, I should check the nearby... Hey! How you doing? Hanglings! Hanglings! May I finish scanning you, please? Thank you. Young penguins tend to huddle on dry land awaiting their next meal. They consume almost exclusively fish regurgitated by the adults in the huddle. They stay to the center of the huddle to stay warm and out of the wind. If separated from the huddle, the adults will become agitated and begin searching for their young penguins. So please don't do this. Assessment. Harmless. They're really, really cute. Wait, why did I pick them up and no, get back, sit back down, sit back down. Right, I forgot if you don't have a free quick pass slot, you just put them in your inventory. You do sometimes see the small ones swimming around, like learning to swim in the first place. They are very cute. They are not edible as in terms of Subnautica cookery, Kaz, but I mean in terms of Subnautica expanded cookery, it is worth pointing out. Like all biological matter in Subnautica, they do have a bioreactor valley. Yes, that's the copper I needed. So, if you apply a bioreactor, yes. I do appreciate, even if it affects me negatively somewhat, that they have adjusted the old my old used depleted batteries in recipes. Recipes actually remember the charge level of the battery you put in.
The mineral detector can sniff out raw materials, potentially saving you hundreds of hours of searching.
Thank you, PDA. It realistically saves you, like, maybe over the course of a playthrough, I would guess maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Its range is incredibly short. That's a sea glide fragment. I'll leave it for now because I really don't want to have to commit more space to storing titanium. What's the next project? I'd like to just make a grav trap, so I have one. So we'll need 3 more copper. Right, mineral detector. Time to do work. Why are you so all the way over there? I need you on limestone outcrops. Limestone chunks, there we go. Whoop, whoop. There is no vertical info on the mineral detector, and it does not adjust orientation with the orientation of your character. I would have, even with the limited 2D display, I wouldn't mind it if it adjusted with the orientation of your character. But unfortunately, I assume due to technical limitations, or just feeling they needed to simplify the interface, it has an absolute up and down, which it follows, without giving you any vertical information. There's a thunderstorm, isn't there? I keep getting alarmed by those sounds, but a lot of those sounds are just above surface, surface weather. Yeah, that's pretty much your that's pretty much your edibility the edibility solution we've got for you, Cass. Would you eat a busload of those in front of a nun? Right, next battery assembly, please. Oh, I need 2 more ribbon plants as well. Where are the ribbon plants? I should also drink some water. Well, I believe if you look based on like their actual taxonomy, they're a bit closer. I believe they're more mollusks. Like they're pretty cephalopod-ish, for what it's worth. That up for more water. Let's find some more ribbon plants. 2 more ribbon plants, please. Ribbon plants, some ribbon plants. I think there was some over here-ish. I should surface. Ooh, ribbon plant here. 1 and 2. That'll do it. Please give it. Come on. There we go. Ooh. And you. Look, there's not much water stored in one bladderfish. Or not much water can be filtered with one bladderfish. I think 3 bottles should be an okay amount. I like to keep 4 on me because of their smaller bottles. And I can store the bigger bottles for future use. Get some copper. Battery. And then the grav trap is 1 copper or 1 titanium. Yeah, I think you actually, you kind of, the fabricator kind of uses the fish as a filter for external seawater and just mixes it with that. which doesn't really come out that much better, I think. Anyway, grav traps do not need to be recharged. I actually should have put a depleted battery into that. Darn. Oh well. Lessons. I forgot that grav traps didn't actually use the battery in them. Yoink. Okay. I should take a moment to breathe. Let's head towards this grapevine again. I'm pretty sure this is where it's scan. I wonder if the mineral detector can scan for gear. It doesn't seem like it, but fragment setting might be handy. Kinda also wish we could have like a shoulder mounted flashlight, but that's getting into very that's very much enhancement wishlist territory there. Any more fragments down below here? Out of here! Actually, can I scan? Okay. Wait, wrong tool. There we go. Sulfur plant. These plants appear to serve as nests for the explosive organisms which guard them. The outer petals are undamaged by the presence of the inhabiting creature, suggesting a complex co-development. The plant has evolved to feed on nutrients and minerals deposited within it by the fish. Sulfuric deposits on the inner leaves provide an insight into the mechanism by which the creatures explode. Assessment: sulfurous applications in construction of repair tool. Suppose that is indeed true, Kaz. I do miss the base Subnautica's vehicles, as cool as the sea truck is. I mean, and I appreciate that there's a distinct difference in vehicles and you know that's neat. Okay, right. So this is a small cave, and the entrance into a much larger nest cave system is nearby. Maybe that's where my old tool is. Ah.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oxygen plant, let's get back up. So I'm here for fragments and test out the grav trap. There we go. The map points over here. It is a bit hard to see with the map on, so I'm turning that off for now. Any sign of my scanner tool here? That's a sea glide fragment, not what I'm looking for. But I might have to scan it in a bit just to clear the fragment entry. Let me breathe, please. Hi, do you have my scanner? Wait, you can yoink the entire sea glide, or? Yeah, it's give me back my sea glide, please. Thank you. I didn't realize the sea glide was on the list of things they could grab. I assumed it was just the small unit stuff. Okay, it's pretty tricky to search this whole place at night. Let's take another breath. I can't really go too far into this. But I can scan kelp root. Kelp root! Contrary to its name, the visible aspect of the kelp root is a thick, twisted stem. The root system anchors deep into the rocky walls of the cave. Some kelp roots grow a pustule along that stem, which formed by the plant slowly ejecting out toxic materials that are absorbed by the extensive root system. Assessment: harvestable for resources used in fabrication. I don't know how exactly. There might be another harvesting tool that I don't have, that I haven't run into. I know the pustules are harvestable. They're quite handy. They're very, very handy. Radiant sieve coral. This light-emitting plant is reminiscent of a sieve for colander. Close to my O2 limits here. But I can grab a root pustule. Wonder if they're plantable. I'll just grab one for now. Time to return. Ooh, I can quickly scan this, hopefully. Another laser cutter fragment. 2, 3... Oh, one down here in the corner. I am really pushing my O2 though. Laser cutter ready. It's nowhere near as important, at least early on in Below Zero as in base Subnautica, but cool. No sign of my scanning tool. Back up to the surface then. Right, grav trap. Initiate. I don't think that's productive, grav trap, but thank you. A little bit closer to here. Grav trap, initiate. Just yoink to sea monkey. Sorry, sea monkey. Okay. I have freed you. Can I have my scanner back now? Let's grab trap fragment. Surface. Sea glide fragment. I don't have room for the titanium right now, so be a bit careful with those. And what else can I really do right now? Alright, well, I've tried out the grav trap. It's pretty much what I remember. Time to get back. Could use some more peepers. Can you... There we go. So many sea glide fragments. So many. So very many. Back to the pod. What's new here? Laser cutter. Okay, I don't have the diamond for that. I could easily make the repair tool now, though. That's good. Let's go ahead and cook that peeper up. Cold and spongy. Nom. 32 food. Excellent. Actually, I can fit another one in. You know what cured peepers are marked as? Cold and salty as well. Okay, they don't actually have a different description there. Let me drink some water. Process these bladderfish. I guess there's a thunderstorm going on in the background. Could store 1 bottle of water even. So next objective, well, I want to scan the parts of the mobile vehicle bay, but the main next objective is I'll try to make a compass, why not? So I need another piece of silver. Scan for argentite, please. There's no substitute for a scanning room, I have to say. I should put the grav trap in storage as well at some point. Hello, do you have my scanner? No. Ooh, argentite though. Homing in on it. It's apparently right here.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Go to surface first. It's probably down below, down in the caves underneath. Oh, here it is. No, that's galena, actually. Argentite. There it is. There! That's enough for a kit. Excellent. Can I scan you? You're a sea glide. Can I scan you, Crashfish? Actually, grab trap. Deploy the grab trap. Okay. I successfully scanned it. Apparently grab traps don't work on them. Good to know. Crashfish. This unusual species has developed an emergency defense mechanism based on mutually assured destruction. Forward-mounted eye enables the creature to identify and track potential predators. The sulfur plant has evolved to feed on sulfuric compounds secreted by the crashfish, which makes its nest within its leaves stronger. More protective plants provide superior nesting grounds, which in turn provide the plant with more nutrients from larger crashfish. With the defense mechanism, concentrations of sulfur build up in the organism over time. If the crashfish collides with something at sufficient speed, the spikes on its torso are impacted, triggering an explosive chemical reaction. Assessment. Equip stasis rifle, repulsion cannon, or similar before approaching shallow caves. This is somewhat ironic because both the stasis rifle and the repulsion cannon have been removed in Subnautica Below Zero. They are not available tools. Thank you, Grav Trap, I guess.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, that sea glide fragment's not worth scanning at this point. I don't have that much storage. But is there anything else in this pocket? Not really. Okay, I can make a wiring kit though. Let's get back. Be able to make it to the pod in time to breathe. Always a good thing. Generally a good thing. Okay, we can put the grav trap away for now. It does not work on crashfish, which is good to know. Put that away as well. I could grab some extra water and drink some water. Let's get lubricant. Drink. Not lubricant, the other silver for the wiring kit. And I will need 2 copper for copper wire. That's all the copper present at the moment. That's fine. And now I can figure out which way north is. Okay, so north is... So we come out the northwest side of the pod. Helpful. I'm gonna unpin that blueprint now. Have another objective immediately. I could make the repair tool. The repair tool actually doesn't require a battery in its recipe as well, which is I appreciate. So it's sulfur. Dang it! I have this fancy new pin system. Okay, sulfur, titanium, and silicone rubber. Yeah, may as well make one. Gets me a fresh battery. I can keep it handy since I likely won't need to use it. That's effectively a spare battery. Keep forgetting to unpin blueprints when I make things as well. Okay, let's go look for mobile vehicle bay fragments around where I lost my first scanner tool. There's my next objective. Speaking of spare batteries, burning through them right quick. Fragments. Some around here.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Thank you, PDA, for the warning. That's the thing one of the things I miss most in hardcore mode. The 2 reasons are I would not recommend hardcore mode experience. Unfortunately, game-breaking bugs can happen. In below 0 as well, there are still 1 or 2 present, and you need the ability to restore from those. You know, work with your console, or whatever, or just load a save to get through those. And the O2 warnings are actually really helpful. I'm used to keeping track of my own, but I don't know that I don't know that removing the O2 warning serves any real purpose in hardcore. Ooh, that is a lot of sea monkeys. Hey, do any of you have my scanner? Apparently not. That's quartz or a fragment. Fine for now. I guess there really isn't much surface to explore back at the drop point. Sea glide fragment. I'll leave it for now because limited room for titanium. This is the like trench full of sea glides. Ooh, have I been down here before? Don't think so. The mobile vehicle bay fragment.
Alterra beacon signature detected. Unique identifier. Delta Station dock.
Okay.
Delta Station. This is the place Lil mentioned in her message.
That is a way I will need to head soon. I probably will head soon. I don't have that much else immediately accessible to me without exploring further. I just kind of really want my thing back. Oh well. Okay, I have supplies on me. Reasonably full batteries on most of my stuff. And I'm not working on building anything at the moment. So, back in here it is then. Storage. So much titanium. I'll bring the 2 bigger water bottles for the longer trip. Probably not a terrible point to save. And yeah. Off to Delta Station. Is that any? No, that's another Sea Glide fragment. It's totally unconcerning roars.
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
That's gonna be a good time. I can't dive below 100 meters without severely lost oxygen efficiency at this point. Ooh, are these scannable? Ooh, is that scannable? I think you are. Sea truck fragment. Cool. The Sea Truck. Sea Truck is an advanced underwater vehicle with attachable modular cabins for maximum adaptability in the field. The main cabin, small and nimble, when unencumbered by additional modules, the main cabin alone is comparable in speed to the Seamoth. It's 70% the speed of the Seamoth. A wide, reinforced glass viewing window provides excellent forward visibility while at the helm, and a retractable helm's personal chair, no expense spared. Unlike the larger Cyclops submarine, the Sea Truck does not support the addition of internal modules like fabricators. However, it can be upgraded to enhance its speed, towing power, and crush depth, amongst other things. So, that's a thing, and I can scan these big hydrothermal spires. These chimney-shaped structures are formed from dissolved minerals pushed upwards through the planet's crust. The presence of metal sulfides gives the escaping material its dark, opaque appearance. Aquatic life found in proximity may have evolved adaptations to the presence of these toxic compounds. Assessment. Long-term exposure to geothermal emissions may pose a risk to human health. Fully noted. Lithium! I should actually get some bits and pieces of that. Just taking a moment to breathe. Oh hey, geothermal emissions. And that was the Delta Station dock. Somehow I made it through without being accosted. I'm actually genuinely surprised. Hello, featherfish.
New creature discovered.
Featherfish is a common species that lives in various biomes. Its coloring is distinct but also functional. The bright white on the belly of the fish helps keep it safe from predators below, blending in with sunlight coming through the surface of the water. Okay, be free, featherfish. Right. Up we go. Oh, hang on. Where's that? There's a climb point. Delta Station dock. and various arbitrary furniture blueprints. Coffee vending machine as well for that emergency. They actually serve a proper purpose in this game. Or a survival-related purpose. Floodlight. The standard issue floodlight is designed to focus a bright beam of light in a single direction, useful in all kinds of industrial and emergency operations. Functions in all known environments. And I believe, yeah, there's a PDA here.
Fred, I'm not blaming you. But what do you mean it's gone? Where did it go? You found some trouble somewhere in the deep twisty bridges and decided to jettison modules?
Yeah, I had to jettison a module. I got free, went back for it, and it was just gone.
And you think someone stole it?
Or something. I didn't lose it, that's for sure. I'm careful with my tools.
I'm sure you are, but you have to admit there have been a lot of sea truck accidents, and they're rather expensive.
You wanna follow me on a few runs tomorrow? See what it's like? Conditions are way harsher than anything I ever imagined. I don't know if you could really understand it from inside your base.
That won't be necessary. Thanks for your time. I'll write it up as an accident.
Well, that seems to be going well. Bunch of extra blueprints, that's fine. Okay, it seems like I might be having some network issues here. Do let me know if you're seeing that as well, folks. Anyway, onwards to exploring. Yeah.
This is a recorded message. If you can hear this, you're trespassing. If you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell out of here.
I should have made a flashlight, come to think of it. At least I can warm up. Visibility above ground isn't great even at the best of times. Ooh, blue scrub brush. Blue scrub brush is an unusual plant for this climate. Unlike other plants that manage to thrive in extreme cold, which typically grow close to the ground and lack leaves to prevent moisture loss, the blue scrub brush is tall with a fur-like leaf. Within the hollow leaves are chambered pores, which capture and store the sun's heat. Neat. Horseshoe shrubs. My first planty plants. The horseshoe shrub is a terrestrial plant that thrives in warm conditions. Visual identification is easy due to the thick crown of leaves on its bifurcated trunk. The trunk has a thick fibrous core that stores water for its fruiting body. Assessment. Fruit can be harvested and planted, and could be a sustainable food source. Excellent. Let me grab a few nuts to nom. 1, 2, 3. And I will keep hold of one. And now we can finally meet our flower friends. The thermal lily is an unusual terrestrial plant typically found on cliff walls. During the day, it points its face towards the sun, absorbing thermal radiation and storing it internally. At night, the thermal lily's petals close to reduce heat loss, and it relies on its heat stores to survive the harsh Arctic conditions. Also neat. I wonder what makes them react to people in such a fashion. Or, well, nearby movement. Okay, so I think the outpost proper is... yeah, the outpost proper is up this way. Really should have brought a flashlight. There's the big radio tower. Let's check this cave for a moment. More shrubs. Nom. Those nuts do keep really well, which is nice. They're not very space efficient though. More thermal lilies and stuff spread out over there. Evidently some research markers. Penguins in the distance. Okay. But I should probably get back to scoping out the outpost. If I can remember which cave exit that is. I think it was this one. We head up here. Warm up here, because why not? There's another cave here. Lots of sulfur. I think this is close to some major geothermal activity. Yes, yes it is. Mineral detector fragment. Oh, I can scan crystalline sulfur. Sulfur is a highly reactive non-metallic element, usually found in abundance underground. Common applications include production of acidic compounds and combustibles. Assessment essential for advanced fabrication. Cool. What's on this? Emmanuel gave me this jailbroken scanner tool thing and said I need more shower heads. This should lead you to the necessary minerals. What? He also told me to keep it on the down low. I guess this is what a master's certificate in applied geology gets you these days, a job as a glorified construction worker. I should have studied interstellar law, like Dad said. I have to hand it to Emmanuel, though. I don't know what he did to the scanner. It does a great job at zeroing in on specific minerals. It's better than hoping I stumble across the right outcroppings. Story of how, I guess it is a scanner, like a modified scanner tool. I think I can see the similar bases. I don't know if it's literally exactly the same tool. And I can see the similarities. I think there are some interesting points down there. I think the other cave comes out down here. Close to it. No, not quite. Can I scan these? No, they are not scannable. Okay, let's just links back up. Gotta just finish poking my nose into all the caves.
Stop right there, Altera. You're out of bounds.
I'm not with Altera.
Then your position is doubly precarious.
What do you mean?
If you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind. If you're lying, there'll be hell to pay.
Wait! Who are you?
Stay off my land.
The woman in the exosuit has been traced as far as my technology will allow.
Man,
It would appear I'm far less alone on this planet than I had anticipated.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
I am still thrown that Marguerite survived. But she seems cool enough. Okay, the honeycomb fungus. Sari fungus erupts through the thick ice shelf. It sends a collection of hyphae, filaments that collect nutrients and moisture, deep into the ice shelf until it hits permafrost. From there, the hyphae intertwine into a thick root-like system called mycelia cords. These mycelium efficiently pull nutrients from the soil.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
And there's Delta Station. Right. I think I'm going to, well, scan a fragment of the habitat built. There we go, fantastic. And then, greetings, civilian. Oh, cool. Many useful blueprints. Can I scan? I'll scan the multi-purpose room as well. Battery charger. Okay, yes, many blueprints. God. And hello to Opal and Company. Thanks very much for the raid there. Welcome to Subnautica Below Zero. Good to see you, folks. I hope your Tomb Raider shenanigans went well, Opal. Okay, it's Fabricator. Okay, blueprint. I've just made it to the local Altera HQ here, so I'm ready to scan for a bunch of useful and less useful blueprints.
New blueprint synthesized.
And what's this?
For the last time, I'm not cheating.
Then what's your theory? What's going on?
If you ask me, Zeta's been blinking a lot. I think it's a tell.
He does have a point there.
It's allergies.
Allergies? Oh, is something in bloom in this frozen sector?
Thermal lilies. And if you gang up on me, I swear you're all fired.
You're not even my boss.
Oh, you're all so gullible. You're fighting each other. Meanwhile, look at Pavan. Just look at him.
What am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
Let's just take this to a vote. All those who think Zeta's allergies are a bad case of alienitis, say intruder.
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 Intruder. Danny?
Oh, I'm just an observer here.
I'm going to use my pass.
Is there some kind of scientist conspiracy going on here? Zeta, Sam, Danielle? You three are suddenly very aligned.
Or, like I said, Parvin is cheating.
I'm starting to wish I was cheating.
It's an entertaining enough crew they have there. Okay, construction options in place. A single wall shelf. Ooh, that's a big water bottle. So much useful stuff. But yeah, Below Zero's going reasonably well. Starting to play through. I did have one of the sea monkeys steal my first scanner tool, and I still haven't been able to find it. So that's been bugging me. But otherwise, going pretty well. Let's get this scanned up. Ooh.
A map will come in handy. I should be able to find my way to Phi Robotics where Sam worked.
Okay, Phi Robotics over to the west. Delta Station, that's where we are. Phi Robotics, Engineering Robotics, that's over here. Outpost Zeros, Biological Research, all the way up top. Copper mining site, material excavation, over there. I think it's pretty deep. I've not been able to actually. I've not run into it in my own personal save. And then Omega Lab, Biological Research Classified. It's over in the Lily biome. That's the thing. Okay. I should drink some water. There we go. Nameplates. Oh, that gives you like Fred's details. IT courier and maintenance generalist. Reports to Emmanuel Desjardins. Current project various. And I don't think that's I'm not sure how to read that personality indicator if it's something that's readable. And then Jeremiah Mergel. Technician. Reports to manual as well. Current project communications tower maintenance. He's been having a rough time of it, from what I can make of his logs. My full inventory of what I've missed the first time, Navillion, is actually these two nameplates, and there is a nutrient block on the ground when you first crashed in the shuttle. That's that's what I've been able to find definitively that I missed out on. Also, I have properly cataloged the way back to the shuttle now. Oh! Apparently I also missed this poster personally. Say no to sky rays. There's Mercury poster. It's a fabulous framed picture. It's a spy pangolin drawing, huh? Neat. That one I believe I deliberately left in place, because I don't usually like stealing furniture. Partly because it takes up space. Leaving that shaving kit in place as well. Those two posters. PDA.
Jenny, you wouldn't believe the adventure I'm having. It's just like when we were kids and we used to play Underwater City, only the sea monsters aren't pretend, and I don't need to hide behind you when one swims by, because I'm safe in my sea truck. Safe and very, very brave. Please tell Dad for me. Thanks so much for the mustache kit, by the way. Be honest, I wasn't sure if it was a gag gift at first. Personal grooming is something of a challenge here, and as you know, I'm a pretty low-maintenance guy to begin with, but you'd be surprised how handy mustache wax is in an emergency. There have been some close scrapes. For a while there, someone was sabotaging my truck, and I thought I was seeing things. But my friend Sam helped me sort it out, although she's had some troubles of her own lately. To be honest, I get a little worried out here sometimes, but I guess that's normal under the circumstances. Gotta expect a little risk, right? I should be happy. I have great friends and a good paycheck. Anyway, love you, Jenny, and Dad. Please find a way to tell him that he won't find embarrassing. And don't worry, I'm looking for the perfect fish to bring back as a gift. Your favorite.
Aw. I do appreciate the background here. Well, that's one more poster I have to lug around than last time, I guess. Half tempted to pick up the framed picture and try to put it down on a pangolin island, but I know it won't let me. Okay, we have the blueprint for the modification station as well. Where the standard fabricator atomically rearranges raw materials to form complex devices, the mod station is able to combine complex devices to enhance their function. Most industrial vessels are fitted with a complement of equipment modification stations, which enable engineers to adapt their tools on the fly. To conserve hard drive space, the modification station is excluded by default from most personal emergency blueprint libraries. However, extreme environments such as ocean and desert-class planets may necessitate the adaptation of basic survival tools for unanticipated applications. For this reason, access to a mod station is always recommended. And I think that's everything in this building. Oh, right. There's one more PDA that I almost missed.
Communications tower maintenance log. Another day, another slight by the winged furies. As usual, I got an interference alert. As usual, I went out to see what the problem was. As usual, it was frozen stalagmites of feathered bird excrement. I fear the career impact of saying this officially, if you can even call what I have a career. But I could swear they're targeting me personally. The week I was out with the flu, I came back to find the tower spotless. Parvin laughed at me when I asked him how he cleaned it. Silly me. As if part of him would ever clean anything. There's nothing left for me to do but quit. But I know that's what the birds want me to do. Oh, and I got the tower up and running. Maintenance complete.
Yeah, the say no to sky rays. I believe is his. The say no to sky rays poster. Okay, habitat builder, priority for assembly. Right. That's that building checked. Make sure I don't miss too much around the outsides. And I should see if I can scan a sky ray at some point. Hello? You're coming down pretty low. Let's try not to jump off a cliff while attempting to scan sky rays as well. Okay, I think there's one more structure to check down here. Ooh! Data box. Scanner room. Yes. Very important. I do love my scanner rooms. Observatory. Let's we'll scan that from outside. I want to get inside soon though. It is very cold out here. Observatory. Up, up. Let me back up, please. Oh, I have to go around now, don't I? Okay, this works. In we go.
Cushy setup. Must belong to one of those higher-uppers.
I believe that's Emmanuel's room. Okay. There's his bed. Aquarium. Ooh, plant pot. I can actually start planting potentially. Interior planters come in a variety of configurations and allow for most plant species to be grown in small numbers, for decorative or botanical use. And yes, it is very cold. Executive desk. Executive toy. I can scan this guy's details. Human Resources and Communications Liaison.
Good morning, Frostpack. Just a quick update to inform you of some key achievements and priority shifts we need you all to get behind. The Spy Pangling project was a resounding success. Please join me in congratulating Samantha IU, who is now reassigned to Outpost Zero, helping us dream of future initiatives. Congratulations are also in order for Danielle Valenti and her team at Omega Lab. The closing of Phi Robotics means important funds can be redirected to their Kara bacteria study, which has important, positive implications for the life sciences. You're all doing an exceptional job, and I don't want to promise anything, but HQ has been taking notice. Keep up the good work, and I think we can start discussing bonuses soon.
Thank you, Navillion.
Sam really got under management's skin. I didn't know she had it in her.
Ah, right, yeah, Sam managed to prompt management to close her entire division down, essentially. And now I would like to reinforce the villain that I really don't like the focus poster. Mainly because it's Manuel's poster. Apparently there's some food left over there still. Okay, what have we got here? Oh right, Manuel's personal logs.
David, you'll be happy to know the Frostpack is making excellent progress. I must say, my management style appears to be uniquely well suited to isolated planets. I miss you, of course, but I wonder if you feel it too. As great as we are together, we're almost better apart. Just look at how well Prosperina did in her last show. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to see it, but I'm sure if I'd been around, I'd only have made her nervous. Once this mission is over, I'll come home for a few good months. And then, what do you think if we look at reorganizing our expectations to facilitate longer-term separation success? I really think this could be a great model for us going forward, romantically and otherwise. Don't forget, I love you from the depths of my heart. Keep on succeeding in your projects. You know there's nothing I find more attractive.
And that's manual. I'm stuck on a chair. I am no longer stuck on a chair. Anything else I need to check here? I think I pulled everything of use out of the structure. Habitat builder is a really big step. Get that sorted soon. Okay. Let me be prompt in assessing the radio tower. Ooh, another PDA.
Tower maintenance log. Okay, this time the birds have really done it. I don't know what they've been eating, but it's corrosive when it comes out the other end. I'm gonna need to rewire. I'm short an element to fabricate the right cable. I remember seeing some when I did that dive to the old ship. I'm gonna go out there and see if I can get some more. That should fix it. Maintenance status, in progress.
I should keep that in mind myself. Desk there that we already have. Status report. Sector 0 region scan. 2 active human life forms detected. Unauthorized habitat construction and vehicular activity detected. Recommendation: observe and prepare for possible intervention. And what else have I got here? Test override module port. Plugging the thing in, and this. New employee training. It is recommended that all training be completed while tower is in test mode. Test mode is a fully functional, simulated version of live mode. While in test mode, all communication from the tower, including distress signals, security alerts, and spy transmissions, will be disabled. To initiate test mode, insert the test override module into the diagnostic port as depicted in the diagram to the left. There is no diagram. The activate test mode command may be entered via the terminal once the test override module has been inserted. Okay, and I'm pretty much done here for now. Kinda wish I could slide down the ladder. Skyray, can I scan you? No, I don't think I can scan you. In that case... I should probably... well, let me warm up in one of these spots first. I know I don't strictly have to, but I always feel like I should close these doors anyway. That last known position is a bit deep to get to without vehicle support. I think it's actually possible with the oxygen plants here. I think even all of below zero might technically be possible without with just oxygen plants, but I like vehicles. I'll have to see about pulling together the bits for the mobile vehicle bay soon. For now though, back to the pod, And see about assembling a habitat builder. Whoop. Okay, so that is enough distance to cause full damage. Good to know. Let me drink some water. Definitely want to leave that beacon in place. I'll need to come back there later. Okay, anything for me to scan on my way through? Actually didn't scan lithium on my first path through, and I wonder if I should. I'm definitely going to need more silver, though. And copper. I should keep a lookout for table coral as well. Don't think I need more lead than what I currently have. Is that? Ooh, sea truck fragment. Yes, please.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Back to the surface. And that's either a sea truck or mobile vehicle bay fragment. Oh, full blueprint for the sea truck. Fantastic. I should grab a couple of ribbon plants. Probably more than a couple of ribbon plants. Yeah, power cell.
New technology acquired.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff for the sea truck. I get it. Thank you, game. Can I scan quartz? No, I can't. I am going to need, that's not an oxygen plant. This is an oxygen plant, though. Thank you. I'm gonna need more mobile vehicle bay fragments. Can I scan you? Hello, Arctic Ray. You are very pretty. A fast-moving ray species, well adapted to low-temperature environments. 2 sets of wing-like fins enable this ray to quickly change direction and accelerate. Like other rays, it is exclusively herbivorous. Assessment? Harmless. I know there is some table coral in this region. I might want to sniff around to see if I can get 2 pieces.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh, hello, brute shark. That's where you were. Scan. Let's verify. Yep. Each disc is an individual colony of microorganisms filtering nutrients from the water. Growth patterns indicate the colonies are in direct competition for positions with superior current or light. Unlike other coral species, its structure is malleable, softly pulsating, as it pumps nutrients to its extremities, and only turning rigid when it senses physical assault. Jewel-like nodes on the surface are concentrated buildups of rare minerals the coral is unable to process. Assessment, exploitable in computer chip fabrication. Ow. Hang on.
Warning. 30
There we
seconds
go.
of oxygen remaining.
Table coral obtained, that was completely worth it. Oxygen plant. They are very helpful. Okay, tucking back in here.
Picked up what sounds like a distress call. Who or what is out here calling for help? It didn't sound human. Maybe it's from a remnant of architect technology. In her message, Sam's colleague did say there was something important here. Even if it's just a mimic from one of the more intelligent aquatic specimens, that could be a major find. Or if it's from Altera, it could have bearing on what happened to Sam. I should definitely check it out. I should have guessed Altera would find a way to clip Sam's wings, like I knew they'd do to mine once they took over Xenoworks. I tried to warn her. She was stubborn, like me. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be so different from her. Scrappier, faster, less play by the rules. But Sam didn't tolerate Altera's corporate red tape any more than I did. She just tried to change it from the inside. I think in the end, we always wanted similar things. What was that woman's problem? The one in the exosuit. Like I need to say which woman. And what the hell is she doing on this planet? It isn't exactly a happening vacation spot. She knew their terrain well enough to make a dramatic entrance by jumping off a sheer cliff. So I guess she's been here a while. But how long has she been following me? She said to keep away from her, or off her land. What in this frozen slush bog could she be protecting? Unless she's camped out somewhere. She's definitely heard of Altera, though. Did she meet Sam?
Marguerite. I do like her. Okay, organizing some things. I'll need some more copper to make a battery, but I'll need more stuff to make a computer chip as well. But do I have enough silver? I don't have enough silver. So there's plenty of stuff left to do. Start working on making a habitat builder and building a base. But I think that will be for next time. Settled in and reasonably safe for now, so that's been a relatively successful opening to my Below Zero shenanigans. I will be continuing tomorrow, so thanks very much for watching, folks. Do come by tomorrow on the 6th at 0400 UTC if you wanna see more Below Zero. There should be plenty more for you folks. And thank you very much once again, everyone who came in with the raid as well. And thanks to Opal for the raid. Okay. What else should I ramble through as I am preparing to wrap up? Yes. So, yeah, I've already gone over the next stream. And yeah, it looks like I'll be focusing on Subnautica on the weekends, at least for now. We'll see how that goes. Once again, thank you very much, folks, for watching. That's going to be it from me. Do remember to take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you folks in the future. This is Studious Physics, signing off.
Once I was falling asleep.